If we Republicans choose Donald Trump as our nominee, the prospects for a safe and prosperous future are greatly diminished. Think of Donald Trump's personal qualities: the bullying, the greed, the showing off, the misogyny, the absurd third-grade theatrics.
He was begging for my endorsement. I could have said, Mitt, drop to your knees. He would have dropped to his knees. He was begging. Look, Mitt is a failed candidate. He failed.
Well, hard to forget the war of words between then-candidate Donald Trump and former Republican president nominee Mitt Romney. But now President Trump is throwing his support behind Romney's run for the U.S. Senate. Tweeting this, he will make a great senator and worthy successor to Orrin Hatch and has my full support and endorsement. Let's bring in the power panel. Back from outnumbered, Jessica Tarlov, Senior Director of ResearchBustle.com, and Kevin McCullough, my longtime friend. I haven't seen you in a long time, conservative radio talk show host. Kevin, just to let the people know, you and I kind of brought on board the whole strategy room, the digital side on FoxNews.com many years ago, and we did hours of digital TV.
Lots of fun.
It's great to see you. Hope the family's well.
Yes.
All right. So the war of words going back and forth, and you say not a surprise that the president would endorse Mitt Romney.
At the end of the day, Harris, is politics, and he needs the seat, and he's got to keep the seat. He's got an agenda to get through. Romney will be a safe senator. He'll vote the way he needs to vote most of the time. If he refuses the inclination to become like the maverick in the Senate, this should be a no-brainer for everybody.
All right, so just a little while ago, Romney fully embraces Trump is the headline. Governor Romney's embrace of President Trump's endorsement should come as a surprise to nobody is the beginning of the statement that we have. Jessica?
Yeah, there was nothing shocking here. I completely agree with Kevin. President Trump needs the seat, and you also made the point in the break that Mitt Romney will be a worthy successor of Orrin Hatch's legacy, and he will continue to do that. I think on the Maverick front, if you do look at the Maverick, literally John McCain's voting record, or even Flake and Corker, who have gone, to the adult daycare center.
Is anybody calling Flake and Corker a Maverick?
Oh, well, they speak out against President Trump and all that. They still vote with the party overwhelmingly. Yeah. And that's really
Flake, north of 90% last time.
I'm well aware. So when everyone was heralding him as some hero, I said, look at his voting record.
So question for you, because you were saying what we were talking about in the break. Oh. Do you want to tell everybody what you said about Mitt Romney in the state of Utah?
I said I like Jenny Wilson, who's the Democrat.
That's not what you said. Kevin, that is not what she said.
I said he's going to win.
That's not what you said. That's exactly what she said.
Well, I do like Jenny Wilson.
Then she said, or just before what she said, she added that that Romney's going to do good for the state of Utah.
Yeah, I think that
things
it is.
for the state of Utah is what you said.
And they
think Jenny Wilson could win. That's what you said.
Oh, I think it's incredible. It was going to be a much easier road for her with Orrin Hatch, but they have a deeply religious population there, and you have someone who is actually a deeply religious man who lives with family values. He has a great big family, and is by his side all the time. I think he'll be a great representative for that state.
Yeah, and some other things have happened too besides what you're talking about. Faith, putting that aside, Utah is like every other state in the union. They're going to like some tax cuts. They're going to like some jobs creation, right?
More so, because you do have a more family-centric population, and there's going to be families that benefit from that economic stimulation that takes place.
Does this shore up the president's road ahead in terms of those members who are exiting, up for re-election, whatnot, in terms of the Republicans?
I don't think so. And you're the pollster, but I think that the road through the fall is a race by race, state by state, region by region battle, and I think that the RNC is going to have to be very wise. They have a lot of resources. They got
a lot of money. Did you see that announcement today about how they are fundraising?
But I think Jeb Bush was an example of someone who can raise a lot of money and not get much for it. So you've got to be strategic, and you've got to go in with the right messaging in the right region, and that might be in the Rust Belt, reinforcing what Trump has done. It might be in other places saying we've made progress on judges and other things that are more compatible to the base.